What if I told you that everything you've been taught about financial security is a lie? As you watch this, a silent, massive transfer of wealth is happening behind closed doors. It's not being reported on the news, and your bank certainly won't tell you. Most people look back at the 2008 crash as a once-in-a-lifetime disaster, but the data suggests that 2026 is going to make 2008 look like a warm-up. By the end of this video, I'm going to reveal the exact mechanism the top 0.1% are using to reset the global economy. If you have money in a traditional savings account, a 401,000 or real estate, you are currently in the blast zone. This isn't a conspiracy theory, it's math. And today, we are exposing the numbers they don't want you to see. Chapter 1. The Debt Supercycle. The global economy is currently a house of cards built on a foundation of debt since 2020. The world has printed more money than in the previous century combined. But here is the secret. You cannot print wealth. You can only print currency. When central banks flood the market with funny money, the value of the dollar in your pocket dies a slow death. We call it inflation, but a more accurate term is theft. In 2026, the interest on this debt will become unpayable. When the debt supercycle peaks, the cards won't just wobble, they will fall. Chapter 2. The Commercial Real Estate Ghost Town. While you were focused on the housing market, a $20 trillion bubble began to hiss. Commercial real estate. With a permanent shift to remote work, thousands of office buildings are sitting empty. These buildings are backed by loans from mid-sized banks. In 2026, hundreds of billions in these loans are set to expire. If the owners can't pay and they can't, the banks will collapse. This is the invisible domino that will trigger a global liquidity crisis. If your bank doesn't have the cash to cover your withdrawal, what happens next? Chapter 3. The Great Reset Strategy. There is an old saying on Wall Street, buy when there is blood in the streets. For the elite, a crash isn't a tragedy, it's a clearance sale. When the 2026 crash hits, small businesses will close and home foreclosures will spike. That is when entities like BlackRock step in to buy everything for pennies on the dollar. This is the Great Reset, a move toward a world where you own nothing and are happy. We're going to look at the internal memos that prove this isn't just a coincidence, but a calculated strategy. Chapter 4. The Survival Blueprint. So, how do you protect yourself? You cannot stop the storm, but you can build a boat. Step 1. Exit the paper trap. Physical assets like gold and silver have survived every empire's collapse for 5,000 years. Step 2. Understand hard assets. Productive land and essential skills are the only things that keep their value when currency fails. Step 3. The Digital Lifeboat. Bitcoin and decentralized finance DeFi offer an exit from the traditional banking system. We'll show you how to diversify without losing your shirt. The final warning. 2026 is a crossroads. For those who are distracted by entertainment and politics, it will be a catastrophe. But for those who see the patterns, it is the greatest opportunity in human history to build generational wealth. The question isn't whether the crash is coming, the question is, where will you be standing when the dust settles? If you found this data valuable, share this video with one person you care about. Knowledge is the only hedge against the future. Subscribe for our weekly deep dives into the financial shadow world. Stay vigilant, stay prepared. Thank you.